morning, everybody. Eddie the Block here with the Relic Extractors. Headed out to the Epic Dump. It's about 4:45, 10 to 5, Monday morning. And Jimbo just happened to be up. I told him last night that I was coming out, so he just left his house about 5 minutes ago, and he's about 10 minutes behind me, distance-wise. So we should be getting there around the same time. I just got to stop and get gas before we get up there to the dump. So even though it's early, you can tell it's going to be a gorgeous day today. Mid-80s, low humidity though, so we're looking forward to that. And so we'll get back at you when we get to the dump and assess it. Haven't been there in about 2 weeks now. And hopefully we get the day going here with some good finds. All right, guys, stay tuned for a good day of digging. All right, guys, good morning. Eddie the Block here. Just waiting on Jimbo to show up. I still got to get my boots on and get my tools out of my truck and everything. So hopefully we're going to have a good day today. It's nice and mild. Like I said, it's not too hot or humid right now. Like I said, it is going to be in the mid-80s. And it's right about 5:45 right now, and it's looking good, nice and quiet. You know, everybody's back to work, and hopefully we'll have a good day. So we'll get back at you. All right, guys, here we are at the Epic Dump. Got my old buddy Jimbo finally making it out here. We're two old men with screwed up backs, necks, shoulders, and everything, so sometimes we got to take a break. Anyway, so good sign here. Doesn't look like anybody's been here. Like I said, I haven't been here in about 2 weeks. This is John's pit right here, the one that we've been working on. And I don't know if he came up or not, but there's a bottle laying right there on the shelf. I don't know what it is. I don't know. It looks like a big chemical or something, but so we'll get down there in a little bit and see where we're at. So not too much to clean out. You can see that dark line around the rim right there is basically the rust layer, and right here too, so it's only a little bit laying in there. Probably just toss it up over towards the side here, maybe fill in a little bit up over here, and we'll get going on it, and we'll get back at you when the first finds come out. Stay tuned. All right, guys, it didn't take much to clean out to the bottom right here. Like I said, we left it pretty clean a couple weeks ago. Just fortunate that have no more of the pit pirates, you know, cherry pickers, whatever you want to call them, come in here and ruin the hard work. So just cleaning out a little bit here, and got some nice shards of a jug, nice color to it, and that's off a different jug. This jug is this color here. This shoulder piece right here is off of this. And then it looks like a little piece of the base too right there. So that'd be nice to get a jug today. So last time we were working here, this middle section here really wasn't panning out. But, you know, you never know, because you hit these pockets and then stuff starts popping. You know, you're going to have a little bit of a dry spell. I mean, if it was just solid glass, we'd all be happy campers, you know, and digging. And I don't want to say it'll take the fun out of it, but you end up getting spoiled. So remember, you know, you see how deep this hole is. You guys know how deep it is. Look at that. There's a piece of stoneware right there. You see one? Looks like a handle. And then a piece of jug right here, just glancing around. So anyway, we'll pull that out and look at it. It's very ornate. It's detailed, the handle. So yeah, I'm going to work in this area right here. You can see like there's like a broken jar or something right there, and that little bit of ash. And then there's the rust above it, and then the rust below it. Jimbo's on the other side of me, basically, you know, a little bit to the right of me, and about 5 feet through the wall. So yeah, I'm just gonna scrape around. I'm gonna take my time today, and you know, I gotta watch this here too, make sure It's this clay right here that actually gives way, not the shelf. The shelf is nice and strong. That ash is packed so hard. For some reason, it's supporting everything, which is fine. And I'm not going to go too far deep underneath here. I can only go about maybe another foot or so back. And then I'm probably going to have to concentrate over here to the right a little bit and maybe cut off to the left where the hill is sloping up. I might have to turn direction a little bit. But we'll deal with that when we come to it. So stay tuned, and we'll get you on the first good pop. All right, guys. First little find of the day. Kind of common. Harris's Pure Flavors Extract, Binghamton, New York. This is a small size one. I don't have one this big. Again, like I said, fairly common, but a nice little find. And got some nice shards here. Beautiful colors. I mean, that would have been killer if that wasn't broken. And it's on both sides. That's the base. And that's the inside. Then we have some spongeware or spatterware, some people call it. Here's the base to that. And then this is our first crier today. As soon as I saw the base, I knew what it was. Patented December 19th, 1899, is the Hanse's Palace Home Jar. And there you can see a little bit of it right there. And this was a smaller size jar too, which I don't have. And I mean, a few have come out of here. They were specifically made for this area that we're in. That would have been nice to have today, but it's early, and hopefully some whole ones pop out. All right, guys, stay tuned. All right, guys, check it out. So I'm digging down here, and about 1.5 feet above it, and pretty much one of the last layers of ash. Check that out. Now, I don't know if this is one of those acid etched ones or not, but it's got a nice double collar blob on it, and it looks like it might be a 3-piece mold. I do see a line right here, so it's a 3-piece mold. I don't know, it could be I can't tell because it's still like half buried over here on this end. So let's see if we can chip this out live. I left my bag of small tools in the truck, and I'm not going to ask Jimbo to go get it, so I'll just kind of lightly pick around here with the fork. See if I can scrape around it a little bit. And we'll see how it comes out. Yeah, actually I think it is. I think it's one of those like, what we call black and white Buchanan's. Sometimes they're shoulder embossed. Most of what I find in here are slick with some initials on the base of the glass manufacturer from overseas. So we'll see if yeah, there she goes. Look at that. She's gonna pull right out nice and easy. I love finding these though, because you never know if they're amber or dark olive or a combination of both. But give me 1 second here. Well, I think it's olive just by looking at it. Let me get my glove here. We'll wipe it off a little bit. Nice bubble right there in the surface bubble. You can know. And wipe off the other side. I don't think it's embossed. No, it's not embossed. It's definitely a 3-piece mold. So it puts it 1880s. And I'm pretty sure the base. There's the nice, yep. It's got a letter L. A lot of them I see that have the A and the L. It's got an L and a 22. Yeah.
That's a nice color.
Nice olive. olive amber. All right, so we'll get back at you. Stay tuned. All right, guys, just chipping away just above that brick right there. This little area right here. And nothing seems to be on the base except for bricks and rotten wood. I mean, that's a real hollow spot, and I don't want to push it back too far. Anyway, right up there in that little middle there, right there, it's nice, like a flared lip Carter's ink. Pretty big. Let's see if it says anything on the shoulder, how many ounces or whatever. I don't see anything. I would say it's probably a 2.5 or 3 ounce. It's almost as big around as a soda bottle. So, all right, decent little find. Very gingerly working in here. Jimbo's on the other side of me, where John was a couple weeks ago, picking away at the side wall of Andy's old hole. So we got to be careful we don't kill each other today. And just take it easy. If we rattle it too much, that's when stuff starts breaking off. So we're basically dissecting. All right, stay tuned. We'll be right back. I no sooner put the camera down, and got 3 bottles showing right here. They don't look like anything real special, but the one on the left, it could be an ink. I'm not positive. It could just be like a mucilage or a shoe polish. The top one with that nice tool top right there is more than likely an ammonia. And the one underneath it could be a pickle or a small olive. They're tightly packed in there, so it's going to take me a few to get these out. And we'll get back at you when I get them all popped out. Stay tuned. All right, here you go, guys. And I was right on all 3 counts. That's the ammonia, broken, common pickle or olive. And this is actually a Carter's. So we're on the board with 2 different Carter's inks. Got a lot of ghosting number 8s in there. Look at that, 8, 8, 8. So that'll clean up nice. It's got a nice color to it. Nice aqua color. I know you really can't tell how, because it's dirty as all get out, but we'll get that cleaned up and we'll show it to you. All right, stay tuned. All right, guys, this will get the blood pumping a little bit. Original lightning stopper Blob. Can't tell whether it was a slick or if it was embossed or not, obviously, because of the damage on it. But it gives you high hopes of, maybe something right behind it. And it was right back in that little tunnel area there. Just dropped out. You get excited for a minute because it came out like that. So, I mean, this could have been a couple different things. Like I said, it could have been just a slick. This could have been a pine lane cider, and if it was a pine lane cider with the top on it, that would have been pretty awesome. Or it could have been a WCF Bastion, which I've got the only known one that I know of out of this dump. Everybody goes after these pine lane ciders if that's what this was, but the Bastion is 10 times harder to find. So the probability of another one being in there is probably next to nothing, but I'm going to very, very delicately go into that and then clean out a little bit this way, maybe right about to where that little notch is right there. I don't want to go over too much and compromise this, so because Jimbo's hammering on the other side of me over here too. So all right, well, we'll get back at you. Hopefully whole one comes out. Guys, I'm going to lean in here a little bit, will you? The bottle right there, filled with water. Looks to be in the shape of a soda or beer. Doesn't seem to be embossed. You can't really see on the camera, but I can see it. It's like half full on its side with water. So we're going to see if we can weasel that one out of there. And if it's anything special, I'll put it on. If not, we'll move on to the next. All right, stay tuned. All right, guys, Jimbo's hammering pretty hard. He just hit a good spot, and I had a little bit of debris fall in here, so I'll be watching up over top of my head. Just popped out this nice little Ogden and Shimmer local medicine. Yeah, kind of common. So, but there's some stuff showing. That's broken there, some type of stoneware or porcelain. That seems to be a ketchup bottle sticking out right there. Some more broken stoneware. I see a little bit of more glass over here. So we'll see what comes out. Like I said, this is going to be a delicate process here today, without someone out up top side of the hole watching my back. So, all right, we'll get back at you. Stay tuned. All right, guys. There's a broken rest of that crock pieces that I pulled out before. So I started over here to the right, and I made it all the way back around here to the left. I don't know what that is that just came out. That fell off in the cast off. I gotta pull this out. Let's see what this is. I didn't even notice it until now. Give me 1 second here. Fell right out. I had to chip off a lot of this gray ash here, and this just fell out. Let's see what this is right here. Probably just a big amber quartz slick. Let's see. The amber is just dirty. Might be a big Sweeney's or something like that. That's exactly what it is. I'll have to look at it better. Nice big 28-ounce size. I don't know if that's a crack or if that's just dirt. We'll clean it up good, and if there isn't any damage, we'll take that one with us. I'll just set that aside for a minute. And right in here, there's a bottle showing there. And I don't know if this stoneware bowl is whole or not. It looks good so far. And then all this broken stuff on top. So I'm working my way back out of the hole to the left here. Again, very delicately. Jimbo just left, so I'm here by myself. So I'm not going to be, down in here right now. If anything does happen, it'll just be around my legs, and I'm going to make sure that I keep either the pitchfork or the shovel up on the bank here. So if I lean back and it falls in on me, I'll be able to get myself out. So, all right, stay tuned, and we're going to work this very gently and see what comes out, see what it is. Stay tuned. All right, guys, this is ready to come out, and I'm a little stoked. It's in Boston. I can see it right there. It's a John Kuhlmann, and there we go. Oh, look at that. It's a Blob. John Kuhlmann Blob. It's still got the stopper on it. It's all rusted shut. Alright, well, that's the day maker. I guess I'm not really going home empty-handed. I mean, I got a couple things I'm taking back, but that's the one right there. That made the day. You can't even see it. The water in there is so milky. Or beer, whatever's in there. There. John Kuhlmann Brewing Company, Ellenville, New York. Let's see. No. That's some funky symbol on the bottom. It looks like an 07 or something. W07. It's all weird and whacked. I don't know. We'll have to look at that better. Well, that's the find of the day. So, that's the day maker so far. Right in the corner. And this big chunk of metal stuff right here, it was wedged right in between that. There's some broken stuff falling. Oh, that's a jar lid. Oh, look at that. That's one of those, I call them UFO tops. Oh, I'm going to break it before I even get a chance to show you. There you go. Nice color on that. So that's a good keeper, right alongside the Blob. So that shows the age. And again, like I said, I'm working back out of the hole, basically. The left side, I'm going to shave it down. Try not to compromise it too much. But I just got a feeling. Look at that slug. It's got stripes on it. Looks like a zebra. You know, like I said, I don't want to get collapsed on here today. So, all right, well, let's get back at it. Hopefully some more pop out. Stay tuned. All right, guys. Just below where I pulled that blob out, there's a base to a bottle there. That doesn't look like anything too special, but then again, you never know. And then this one here that's laying in the rust, it's got like a step pattern to it from the base, and then it's another one, and you can feel it. I have no idea what that is. So that's really packed in that rust in the bottom here. So this is gonna take a little while. And then even behind that, right there, I think that's broken, but that might be like a jar or something right there with that red stain on it. Right behind this big chunk of metal right here. So, I don't want that thing to come off and then break whatever's here, so I'm going to try and get up underneath it. It's going to take me a little bit, and it's a little sketchy, so it's time to perform tedious surgery here, so stay tuned. Alright guys, not as old as I thought. I mean, you look at the base of it, it's almost like some type of a liquor bottle, but it's actually a golden tree maple syrup. I don't know how many different, I've seen regular ones that just look like a soda bottle. There it is, embossed on the base. New England maple syrup, Boston. Crown top. I can't really tell if it's blown or not, but I mean, everything here is, you know, pre-1920, mostly 1915 and earlier. So, but that's the first of this shape or variant that I've seen on the golden tree syrup. So we'll put that aside. I'll flip a coin whether I'm going to take that or not. They're kind of a hard sell. I don't need it taking room up in my shelf or sitting around. And if I do decide to take it and it doesn't sell within a week, it goes out on the free pile at the end of the road. All right, stay tuned. All right, well, this is that other one that we saw here at the base. And something there on top. It is embossed. Top is broken off, so I'm not going to try and be gentle in taking that out, obviously. Although I would like to see what it is. And it seems to be... that's broken up there. So yeah, as you can tell, I moved that metal out of the way. It's like an old stock pot, almost like a witch's pot. Big cast iron pot that hung on a tripod. That's what's left of it. And there's a little tiny piece right here that's left of it. You can see where it cracked off. So I got that out of the way without any compromise. Some glass here. I don't know if it's whole or not. It seems to be broken to me. Broken top right there. This little bit right here is cracking off, so I'm gonna hopefully be able to take most of this off without a lot of that falling in too far. This is all undug still right here. You know, like whatever's laying on top is just laying on top of undug ground. So yeah, I'm trying to turn my way out of it. I'd like to keep going that way. There's another broken bottle right there next to the jug. And all I see is shine of glass all over the place, but you know, like I said, I'm here by myself, so I'd rather keep myself close to the outside. It seems to be. It's broken too, right in there. So, all right, well, we'll get back at you when we get that one out. We'll see what it is. I don't think it's going to be another blob, but it would be nice if it was. And we'll get back at you. All right, stay guys. Just scraped a little bit away to the left of that bottle, and I don't know, it looks pretty good to me so far. I don't know if the top is broken off or not. I can only see a little bit of the neck right here. It's a hood sarsaparilla. Really got this cool looking orange peel glazed crock lid or oyster jar lid just rolled out. And yeah, I haven't even had a chance to clean up around it. That happens sometimes. This is why you got to be careful when you're picking around the bottle. It could be another one behind it, to the left of it, over top of it, underneath it. So That lid is really, really cool. I wonder if that'll fit on that urn that I dug up a couple weeks ago. I don't know. But anyway, there's the... I love the hoods. I know they're kind of common, but the indented panels and the embossing on them I really like. So I'll probably put that up for sale on my page here, and we'll see where it goes. All right, stay tuned. All right, guys, I just came top side of the hole for a little bit. I needed to stretch, so I brought finds up here so far. A recap. There's the hoods, 3-piece mold, 1880s, probably, like I said, Buchanan's black and white. The John Kuhlmann Blob, stoneware lid, mason jar lid, Ogden and Shimmer, 2 cone top aqua inks. One here is a Carter's, and this one here is also Carter's. A couple slicks, the Harris's fruit flavors. Jimbo came and went. He wasn't really finding anything. He gave me this little tiny Palmer's here cologne. It does have a chip in the lip, but you know who likes the smalls, right? Yeah, Chef Annie. She likes the smalls. So even though it's got a little chip in the lip right here, it'll display nicely for her. So and then another little tiny small right there. I'm gonna go back down in the hole in a minute. And I was climbing out, and I got my pants caught on a tree root. So these will be going in the trash, since my rear end is kind of torn out of just underneath the right butt pocket, and so this was going to be the last day I wore them anyway. But if I was to walk into a store somewhere, I'd look like I got attacked by Wolverine or something like that. So all right, well, we're going to get back at it in a few minutes here. Like I said, I came up to stretch and use the local restroom here. Pick a tree, any tree, and get a quick drink. Take a big slam of my Powerade, and then we'll get back to it. So stay tuned. Hopefully there's more to come. All right, guys, the whole corner just fell off, and right in here. So again, like I said, I'm here alone today, and this is gonna have to get all knocked down. There's no two ways about it. Can't even really dig it out without taking a chance of it coming off on you. So I'm going to knock it down a little bit. I'm going to have to take this shelf off. I'm just going to watch that this stuff over top of me here doesn't come down with it. It's either that or I'll just leave it alone, and work it from the top. I don't see much else since I pulled that hoods and the Kuhlmann Blob. A lot of the other stuff has been broken, so you know, it's not worth getting hurt over. So I think I'm gonna call it a day in this spot, at least anyway, and I'll go take a little walk around and see what's up towards the back, maybe a little bit, see if there's anything new that's exposed. I haven't been back there in quite a while, and where they plowed over to make the drainage for the condos up on the right hand side of the dump here. A couple times I've managed to pull some decent bottles out of the gorges that are, you know, getting washed out, going over the top of the hillside. And so I'll go take a look over there, and if there's anything exciting going on, we'll add it on. So stay tuned. All right, guys, I'm kind of helping this along here because I know it's going to come down. Just knocking the loose stuff down. This nice little oil lamp, it's got a little chip there in the lip. Nice little oil lamp regardless. Just fell out. Oh, there goes a piece right there, just fell off. So that's why I'm kind of leaning up against the outside part of the hole here in case it decides to give way. So yeah, a lot of broken crockery in there. I saw a couple pieces of chamber pot fall through. But this line right here you know, and it comes up on an angle all the way around. So once it starts going, this whole shelf here is probably going to fall off and possibly the top. So I don't want to be around for that. All right, so hopefully I can get out of here. It's one of the times you pray nothing good comes out because you don't want to take the risk. And we'll catch up with you if anything else comes out later on. All right. Talk to you guys later. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. Leave a comment. And if you're interested in anything you see here, most of what I have, I do put up for sale. So hit me up and we'll see what we can work out. All right, guys. Well, I made it out of there pretty much just in time. Zoom in a little bit and you can see why right there. This whole line right here is that clay cap from the ceiling, and it came down hard. I mean, I literally turned around and took one step up onto this area right here, and the whole thing just went, came right down. So that whole shelf is going to have to get knocked off, and all the way up here, and there's actually some cast off right there from where this hole actually originated over here by this tree. And then my old hole is right behind it where this tree is leaning over. So the hole that John started was actually an old hole that Jimbo and I had started. It was about 5 or 6 foot. So John started in there, got down to like 12 foot, and then slowly worked his way this way and then around and down in. Now, our objective was to go in between this big tree and this big tree here, headed towards that hole between those two little saplings, and behind that is the hole that Travis and Shane from Parlor City Pickers and Diggers were digging in the first day or so when they came up to visit and dig with me. They were back in there. And Jimbo was just on the other side of this log down in that hole, which was Andy's old pit. So yeah, it's starting to get a little sketchy. So that shelf's going to have to get knocked out, and then the whole top's going to have to come down. It's just too risky. If there's a way we can do it, like I said, I think I'm going to try and get a piece of plywood, span, lay it on the shelf. If the shelf manages to stay up, you know, frame it out with some 2x4s, an 8-foot sheet of plywood. Let's see if I can find like a scrap one, and lay it across the whole hole. And if we're able to stand on it and then take the top down and then shovel it all back up here, and then that's what we'll do, so that it's easier manageable to more manageable to get into the hole and clean it out without having to worry about, you know, 4 tons of dirt coming down on you, stone and brick and everything else. So yeah, like I said, again, there's nobody here to watch my back, so I'm going to take a walk out that way. I'm going to pack my stuff up here, the stuff I do have, and bring that out to the truck, and then I'm just going to take a walk through the back over here. So stay tuned, and like I said, way in the back, there's a little bit newer area up on a hillside that they must have taken up. There's another road that runs up along the top here, and then there's an old hospital, and then behind that there's a big hillside. So everybody used to dump off of there back in the 20s and the 30s. A lot of Art Deco sodas. I pulled a couple Orange Crush and some local Sweeney's Deco sodas out of there a couple years ago. So we'll go check that out and see if the rains helped us out at all. And we'll see you in a little while. Check this out, guys. Just getting ready to cut in between these two down trees. Sitting right in front of me here. Kind of wedged in the root. Let's see. Just a slick. Nice though. Nice opium vial. So I'm about midway. This right here is the access road that they put through for condos up there, and the condos over here you can see through the trees here a little bit. So this access road here splits the dump, and there's about 5 acres of land that way, and 5 acres or so, maybe a little bit more, that way back towards the truck where I'm parked. Yeah, I really don't see nothing else here, but I was just getting ready. I've literally stepped through here probably 100 times, at least over the logs right here. So I'm gonna stick that little bugger in my pocket right now, and we're gonna head this way along this little rise and go right out through here, and stay away from the condos. We'll get around the other side of them. If you can see where those trees are down right there, that's where we're headed. That whole middle section was a really good area of the dump a couple years ago, before they, graded it all down. But where they pushed it over the hillside, where it goes back downhill over here, let me zoom back out, it drops off and it goes down. That hillside now washes out, so I haven't been back here in a while to check it out, to see if anything's been exposed from the rain. So that's what we're gonna do, so stay tuned. Hopefully we'll find some goodies. All right, guys, it's starting to get hot out, and I'm all the way in the back. So this is the hill here. You can see where someone was digging right here probably 10 years ago. Like I said, this is newer part of the dump. I mean, it does transition. There is some older stuff I was picking around just over the top, and it just drops right back down to the greenway that I was walking up. But like I said, as stated, this little hip flask, 16 fluid ounces. It is still pre-pro. EB and Company Limited. That's Edgar Breffett or something like that. Breffett, I think, is how you pronounce it. That's the glass maker. Probably put this at right about 1915, 1920. And then there's like a little ambers laying around. So one day I'm gonna have to come back here and gather them all up. Here's a broken orange crush, like I was saying earlier. And this is a Sweeney's orange crush. Sweeney's bottling. So that one's hard to find. I do have one that I found here a couple years ago from Newburgh. That's in really, really decent shape. It does have a little chip in the lip, but it was the most complete orange crush I found out of here. So yeah, if I can find a whole one of those, that would be sweet. So Sweeney's did some bottling for orange crush. And it does say November 20th, 1920 on the patent date there. See the 1920? July 20th, 1920. So, I'm going to poke around a little bit more. I'm not going to spend too much time back here today. Like I said, it's starting to get warm out, and I'll pick around a little bit more. Hopefully I'll find something. I mean, you can see stuff laying around all over the place in here. And hopefully I will find one or two keepers to take out of this end of the dump today. All right, we'll see you on the wrap up. All right, guys, just kicking around the leaves. Nice Wild Root Company Incorporated, nice amber cork top, but 20s, 30s. Yeah, I mean, it could be older. Like I said, this is kind of a transitional area of the dump. From the 1890s, 1900s, turn of the century to into the 20s. So there's a lot of mix and match. So got this nice Wild Root here, just laying on the surface. It's an older citrate of magnesia, which I'm not going to take, and another little amber. So I will be taking the wild root, and I mean, you know, like I said, here's what I'm talking about. There's just stuff laying all over. So, and this stuff here, I know it dates to the 1800s. It's got the phoenix on it. I actually found a complete ginger jar of this. It was made in Japan in a consignment store or a thrift store. So I picked it up for like $3 or $4, something like that. So yeah, I'm gonna pick around, like I said, a little bit more, and unless it's something really cool, like I said, we'll catch you on the wrap up. All right, guys. Well, what's that right there with the cork sticking out? It was a blob, but I don't think it was real old. Okay, see you in a little while.